Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to Phoenix Iwaki, and welcome back to the Underdark. We are in the Myconid Grove, a magical, illuminated grove, a forest, if you will, of mushrooms and toadstools and other fungal decorations, glowing and simmering there in the cave system, this massive cavern that the Myconids call their home. But all is not as it seems. Strange forces, alien spores are infecting the Myconids and causing shifts in the otherwise idyllic balance of Neverlight Grove. Yes, Slice Barrel, that is the face. Welcome. A big hi hello to everyone who's here already, my lovely players, and those of you in chat. Slice Barrel, welcome in, and everyone else that's lurking, thank you for joining us. We are going to dive right into here after we've said a few thank yous. First and foremost, to those wonderful people at Sirenscape. If you would like to give them a try, do head on over to Sirenscape.com, where you can get a free trial for a 30-day trial, if memory serves, and you can try out all of the fantastic sound effects and music that they have, as you will experience today. And also, speaking of music and things like that, let us also say a big thank you to the wonderful people over on YouTube, on the channels Dark Fantasy Studio, Travis Savoy, and Epic Journey. If you would also like to check out any of those amazing sources of music, you should go over to our YouTube channel and have a look at any of the VODs. All of the information, the blocks of those VODs contain the links to those channels and all of those wonderful people, as well as the fabulous artists and other sources of content that we use here on Phoenix Iwaki. Now, that said, speaking of said artists, let me do a shout out here. Out of the Abyss art. Boom! We are lucky enough to have the wonderful character art of Ryu Toshi, or aka Salaman. There is their Instagram there. Do give them a look. A fantastic character art. And if their commissions are open, you too can have access to the wonderful portraits that they can do for you. Now, that said, let us jump back into things here. Last time we were down here in the Underdark, our friends arrived at Neverlight Grove, and wanting to make a good impression, they agreed to help out a Myconid from the Circle of Hunters, and they assisted them in trying to drive out an unfortunate monster that had taken up residence in the grove here, a shambling mound that was sucking the nutrients out of the soil and causing them all kinds of problems, and continued to do so as, unfortunately, the Myconid that was with them was killed by this terrible creature. And Zakan and Delora were also in rather dire straits until Corbin, emerging from a fungal-covered reverie, dashed to their aid, as only monks can, and leapt into the fray, and they defeated the monster and returned to the opposite side to their friends and carried on to meet the sovereigns, the leaders of this Myconid colony. 2 sovereigns, which is very rare. Usually there is only one. They had been warned before that one of the sovereigns was acting up and being very strange and non-Myconid-like, and they witnessed that for themselves, as the first Bastia was a pretty regular, chill sovereign of the Myconids that they were chatting with, whilst the other one was strangely enthusiastic and animated, which is very rare, and reminded Corbin, unfortunately, of those dancing Myconids they discovered beneath the city of Gracklstuck, infected by the same spores that had infected their drow companion Sarith before. They left the Sovereign's court and were spoken to by Bastia, the more calm of the 2 sovereigns, who asked them to investigate strange goings-on up in a higher tier of the grove, cordoned off from the rest of them by a large fence of zirkwood tree-like mushrooms. The Garden of Welcome, as it was called, was home to a new circle. A new circle in the grove here, odd in itself. And I'm just going to double check the name there. I don't want to get this messed up here. Yes, the recently formed Circle of Masters was situated up there, and Bastille asked you to go and look and figure out what is going on, and he showed you a way from the south terraces to clamber up there and climb into the garden. Doing so, you discovered a horrific sight, and I shall start by reading that again. As we shift up Sirenscape here, the low muttering grows louder as you reach the top, turning into a symphony of moans, cries, and hisses. The only light comes from a few glowing mushrooms along the edge. But even in the gloom, you can't miss the source of the sounds. The heads of creatures of a dozen humanoid Underdark races peek from the ground, mold and fungi growing around them. One voice calls out loudly in Undercommon. A female drow fighting to speak. Please, for your gods of light, kill me. She manages to stir within her living grave, raising a spider medallion half embedded in the bloated growth that was once her hand. Half her face is rotten and pustulate, a bed for the sprouting of scores of tiny mushrooms. The great cedar trap. She's here. The Lady of Decay. Saktamai. Zakan, Corbin in particular, you recognize that name by reputation and dread. The name of one of the demon lords themselves. The Lady of Rot and Decay. Here? Let us shift over to the map. As we get rolling here. Hey, Bloody, how you doing? Oh, thank you so much. We have some inspiration, which might be very timely for our two who are without Elora and Corvin. Thank you, Bloody, and thank you for last weekend. Everything over on Dreaded GM. It was wonderful. Okay, so let us check in with our players here. How you doing? As well as can be expected is probably the way to go.
Before the stream, I said 20 hit points, but I forgot we did squeeze in a short rest.
It's not
as dire.
Yeah. I got some of my wild shapes back.
Hey, there you go. Okay. No worries, Bloody, sorry. That's my name. Okay, so, sorry. Let me see here. Corbin, you got Roll20 up and going?
I do.
Cool.
Oh, I had it up and going after we launched the game. I don't know why.
Come back.
No,
come
the
back.
mushrooms, they called to me.
As you dance off into the darkness.
Lost Corbin.
No, we lost Corbin.
Yeah.
Just
Not
come back.
again.
God damn it, Corbin! Okay. Let's bring you over to the Garden of Welcome. Give it a moment, folks, as we get things. We have our dynamic lighting on here, so we have to find... Well, that was very fast, thank you. All right, there you can see off in the distance the gargantuan mushroom that is back in that distant cavern. But let us focus on you fine folks here. Oop. There we go. That's as close as I can get. Sorry, everyone at home, but that will have to do for now. So there's the three of you, and there's the patch of mushrooms and kind of mulch and organic matter that the drow is captured in, and I put the drow there as well. So, before we jump into the scene proper, let's quickly hear, who are you? Who are you playing, and where are they at right now? Laura?
My name is Sam. I play Alora. She is a high elf assassin rogue from the destroyed city, Mythdratter. She ran away, started an out-loud band with her friends, and was captured by the drow. Met these lovely people. Found out
Silver
she's
linings,
next
silver linings. Okay. Thank you. Moving along, Zakan.
Hi, I'm Steven, and I am playing Zakan, the Aasimar ranger/cleric who, for over 100 years, has been down here in the Underdark helping people exactly like Alora, who find themselves trapped and lost down here, and tries to bring them to wherever it is they need to go as safely as possible. They have been having some trouble doing that for a number of reasons, but they are going to fight with every last ounce of strength in their old, frail body.
Noted. And last but certainly not least, Corbin.
Hi everyone, it's me, I'm a Buns, and I'm playing Corbin, our awesome monk slash druid, who, if I'm going to be quite honest, still does not necessarily understand that what they're doing is magic and not just some whacked out key points.
Yeah.
I very much so, they walked down into the Underdark. Unlike the others, they weren't trapped or anything. They walked down into the Underdark away from their family, and so far the Underdark doesn't seem as bad. Slowly but surely, I hope they will tame this wonderful, beautiful place and end up with a whole little herd of duckling hook horrors. Doing it, John. We're gonna have an army, and by the end of it, who knows? They might join Olora in their quest. They might stay down here with Zakan and poke more at the beauty that is the Underdark. But
It's
either
nice.
way, it's fun.
It's nice to have options.
Yeah, I'll take them.
Okay. So, we are here. What would you like to do? Let's crank up these whales a bit more. Wail more, wail more. Okay. So,
You don't have to. You don't have to do that.
Right? It's just not necessary.
So this head is just called out to us, right?
you can see parts of their torso as well. They're kind of, just with the, the fungal matter just growing up and over them and then just erupting from their body as well.
I think Zakan approaches them quietly and is going like, "Shh, it's okay. You're okay. It's all going to be okay." And while saying that, can we do a perhaps like a medical look over to see
give me a medicine check.
how
Yeah.
how true those words are?
Right? He's taking everything in Corbin and be like, "No, you ain't. Don't listen to him."
I think while Zakan is doing this, Alora has her bow ready to maybe,
Okay, you notched an arrow.
if it jumps out at Zakan for some reason.
Noted.
I'll go ahead and pop Zakan on the map, because who knows when things are gonna pop off. If my mouse wants to.
Yeah, put yourselves where you are. Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
So for medical, that's a 16.
Okay. Unfortunately, the path of mercy is probably the only one open here, and this drow looks too far gone to be revived or healed.
Yeah. So I think what they do, like as they're talking to them, and they're just talking very gently, like as they were at the start of this journey with the rest of the party before they got very tired of the party's antics, they kind of get that like almost ethereal, wise kind of voice, and they say, the goddess Alistrai looks over you. Things will be all right. And with like one hand on their shoulder, the other one, reaching to their belt, they take their like hunting knife that they have and just right into the, I guess we'd say throat or something.
Yeah. Okay. And
whatever's most merciful.
And the drow's face looks grateful. Yeah, for the release and for escaping. And Elora, you're watching this from afar, right? Just prepared for if anything happened. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, Corbin, did you move up, or are you staying with Elora there?
Oh wow. Sorry, I really had to think of that because of story things that have happened in the past. They actually are not paying any attention to any of this. It's kind of completely different than when they helped out Ignatius.
Okay.
And they were like helping with like funeral rites and stuff. They're like not even paying attention.
Okay. As Zakan releases the drow from their torment, the moans of the garden's victims suddenly take on a new tone of fear. As something moves across the foul ground. A disgusting...
Hide yourselves.
A disgusting larval creature rises up before you, showing only vestigial fungal growths that hint that it might once have been a myconid. Let me add them to our map here.
Is there any way to sort of, anywhere to hide, anything to get behind?
In the garden itself here? Not really, I'm afraid.
Did we hide behind the half-planted bodies?
They're not protruding enough, really. I mean, there are the circuits.
Okay.
There are the circuits around the edge that you could, get between, potentially. But I mean, this thing has clearly seen you. It addresses you as it rises up out of the ground there.
Zakan would just draw their glaive and stand straight.
Welcome, travelers. The aberrant myconid's voice gurgles and spits as it speaks, both aloud and in your minds at once. Are you here for the wedding rehearsal? Friends of the bride, or intended? No matter. Let the love of the great cedar embrace you as you become one with her chosen, the great body. And as the garden comes alive with screams from the buried victims, this strange larval creature gestures with its little stunted limbs and spore-infested, fungus-covered drow, and also myconid that are twisted and clearly being affected by what's going on here, are moving alongside it, and the others rise up out of the surrounding mushrooms. Let me also add them. So two rise up out of that same patch where the drow was, and one in the back there as well, which is not on the map for you at home just yet, but will be very soon. How do you react?
I think Alora had her bow ready, so could she immediately when something pops up?
Okay, you're just going to shoot?
Yes.
Okay, who are you shooting at? There's the drow and the myconid right in front of you. There's the big creature behind them.
I think I'm gonna shoot at the large creature behind them.
Okay, go for it.
That's a 10.
Not enough, I'm afraid, as the creature's writhing and undulating form just moves out of the way as the arrow, just by chance, but as the arrow just goes whistling past, and it's like, soon you will join, and all will decay. And you see more shifting, more in the various like fungal mounds and things behind. Let's see. Get this sorted. Sorry, everybody. 2 seconds. All the things.
Zakana, in addition to the glaive, draws out their staff, and I will tell you what that is when you're set up.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, this creature is just arriving up here, and as I said, the fungal groves like behind it are also shifting and undulating as well. And here.
So as more of them are popping up from the ground, can Zakan say a few words of celestial and present their holy symbol and cast Turn Undead? Some cleric shit.
Yes, indeed, you can.
But just as the heavy metal music starts, this is amazing. Slow heavy metal intensified.
Okay. Let's have a look here. So the distance, it's the one behind, right? It looks like everything's emerged from this one directly in front of you. But the one in the distance off behind this Yesterborod, as you can see the name is there, that one's shifting and undulating. Something larger seems to be coming out than the drow spore servant that's already there. And let's have a look here. And as it pitches and moves, you see two massive horns. Oh dear. Sorry, excuse me, the camera's already messed up. But you see two massive horns erupt from the fungus. And with a bellow, a mighty
Can you hear me?
Minotaur erupts out, showering fungus and tendrils of lichen off themselves.
Oh, your mic did the thing
with a massive bellow as Ignatius, hearing his friends in plight, escapes and busts out of his fungal prison. And welcome back, Ignatius.
Yay!
Okay, sorry folks, we're in the wrong spots. Just a moment, we will just quickly shunt everyone around. Everyone, while I am sorting the cameras, everyone roll me some initiative.
Okay.
The beef is back.
We needed the tag.
Le Bouf.
Le Bouf. Ignatius Le Bouf.
Yes, as he's affectionately known to his wife, Le Bouf. Because she's French, for anyone who doesn't know. Context. Okay.
Well, went ahead and burned that one, so that's good.
Hey!
Get that out of there.
Yeah, out the way.
Hey, 22.
I think Zakan is just so fucking surprised.
Sly Sparrow in chat, you gotta love a dramatic entrance. Yes, indeed. Especially when the other players don't know and you get to see those lovely faces.
Yeah.
Enjoy! Okay, and... transition. I said transition. Transition. Sorry, OBS is being all slow. Boop. There we go. All right, nice. Everyone, where they are supposed to be. Okay, so let me get a bit. Oh, you should have. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, I was about to crop it in a different way, but that works nicely as well. Okay, right. So yes, let us get some initiative as Ignatius rejoins you in the thick of it, into the thick of it, as they like to say. Sorry, I am old, but I'm on the internet so much. I do get memes and stuff coming around. And let's put this fine Minotaur on the right layer there. Again, chat, sorry, just out of view at the moment, but they will be charging into your screen very shortly. I'm certain. Let me add a turn there. There you go, Ignatius.
Yes. Where is it?
Yes.
And I need to add a few of these fine fellows as well. The Myconids.
Yes.
Ooh, terrible.
Yes, the Minotaur is out.
Here it comes. And our
They
big...
get stuck coming out of the ground. That's why they have last initiative.
Boom.
Yeah,
Okay,
just the
let
pure
go.
shock.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Okay, so with that all sorted, everyone's in there. Okay, let's reorder this and see who gets to go first. It's Alora. Oh no, it's not.
It's not.
Goodness me, not even close. What's happening?
I did not roll well.
I rolled a
today.
20. That's what happened.
Hey.
I rolled a 20.
Nice. If you got them, folks, let them fly, as we like to say.
Does that count for initiative? Beep, 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 beep.
Corbin knew this would happen. Corbin believed.
I believe so.
In the words of our teacher and sensei, Parappa, you gotta believe. Okay. Let us dive in here. Corbin, leap into action.
I shall leap into action. Okay, so everything's all weird. So first, they kind of go. Hold on, let me get closer. Because we see him like emerge, right?
Yes.
All right.
You see him emerge, and
Corbin.
luckily it seems that these creatures don't seem to consider material possessions and things like, you know, they should, and he is carrying all of his gear. What? It was lying nearby, actually, Ignatius. Anything that wasn't being worn.
Scared of wear much?
Yes. By the way, Zakan, as is everything that drow had come down here with as well. There's a bunch of gear next to them in the mushrooms there.
I just spent a turn looting it. Just going,
Don't mind
Whole
me.
turn. All right.
I rest well, but also, oh damn, this is nice.
Waste not, want not. Okay. How you doing, Corbin?
All right. And 5. Corbin is going to run up here using 35 feet of their movement.
Okay, look.
Kind of like dash forward, and then they point towards the, what did you say, the vestibulade?
Yes, the broad. Yes.
Yes, the vestibulade. And they like
The
kind
accent
of,
helps.
and they just kind of go like this, and then they cast Chill Touch, and a giant skeletal hand comes up and mimics them.
Oh, is this the famous chill touch that isn't touch and not cold damage?
No, yes, it is. It is exactly.
the very same.
It's the very same. Instead, you feel the chill of the grave. I feel like
okay,
it's very
spooky.
fitting.
Yeah. Okay, go for it.
It's spook season still.
Is there a roll to hit?
Anyway,
Yeah.
there is not a roll to hit. I think there is.
What?
Let's see, you create range on a hit. Yeah, it just says does on a hit. I do roll. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
I'm good like casting. Shot. Oh.
Is that a good roll or a bad roll? Did you go from a nat 20 to a nat 1?
5.
Oh,
Yes, I did.
Ah!
I rolled a 5.
That is not enough, as this strange little burst
Yeah.
of spectral magic just goes across. The creature seems to sense it's coming and just moves out of the way, and I'm afraid does not hit home.
No, it doesn't. No.
Okay. Anything else?
I don't think I put myself in reach of anybody for any type of attack from them. But nope. I'm gonna grab my whip, and then that's okay.
Okay.
I can't do anything with it, but I at least want it in my hand now.
On the end of your turn, our friend Yesterbrod is going to use a legendary action,
Don't.
and it lets out this
How about
strange
no?
kind of ululating, like, and a mushroom-covered corpse in the mound of mushrooms immediately next to you there, Corbin, explodes. And just gore and offal from this thing just come like flying towards you. I need a dexterity saving throw, please.
Could I use a key point to do uncanny dodge instead? I can make sure I don't get hit with the mush.
Uncanny dodge just halves damage, doesn't it?
I thought it was like. I mean, I'm thinking disengage.
It's not that. It's a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Uncanny dodge, I think, isn't that like if on a dex save, if you succeed, you get no damage, and if you don't, you get half? Is that uncanny dodge?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Uncanny dodge. I thought it was.
My
Okay.
uncanny dodge says when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the attack's damage against you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so
okay,
what
that's
it
it.
was.
Yeah.
Thinking of some other road thing.
All right, so.
Also, Corbin doesn't have uncanny dodge.
Is the important
I do.
thing here.
I rolled a 14 on that deck save, but
Okay, that is enough. So yeah, as this gore and offal and acid erupts from this creature, you leap nimbly out of the way, and there is a terrible hissing and horrible sound as it spatters across the ground around you, but it does not hit you. And that brings us to its turn. Let's see. Okay. It is also... let's see. Okay. It is going to... Yeah, it's just going to come towards you, Corbin. So it just like slithers angrily across the ground with its arms kind of just reaching out, grasping towards you. And it's going to do its slam attack. Slam! Only an 11. That misses, right, Corbin?
what did? Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. You nimbly jump out of the way as a strange, bloated, kind of maggot-like form just charges towards you. Okay. And that brings us to the Drow Spore Servants. This one is going to charge towards you, Zakan. And this one is going to charge at you, Corbin. And let's see here. Drow Spore Servants. Okay, they have short swords. So the one goes for you, Zakarn. Only a 6. And the one for you,
That's a
Corbin, a 12. They both miss. Ah, come on, guys. Chris is back. Don't embarrass me. Okay. Speaking of, Ignatius Poppy Zorillis.
As I emerge from the ground to pick up my battle axe, kind of shake the dirt off. I'm like, "What are you doing here?"
What are you doing here?
Right? As a group, we're like, what are we doing here?
I asked you first, and then I'll
Good
run,
fucking question.
I was casting a spell.
run to right
Popping out of the ground like a
here.
daisy.
I guess. Is that within 5 feet of Yestabrod?
Yes, yeah, you're in combat there, yeah.
Yeah,
There he is.
Rage. See my friends in danger
Yeah.
and recklessly attack.
Help us, please.
Nice. So, advantage.
All right. Okay, it's a good thing. Oh, no, maybe not. 16 to hit.
16 does hit.
All right. And then with a blow, I do 15 points plus 2, 17 points of slashing damage, plus this great axe's specialty, D4 fire damage.
Yes.
4 points of fire damage.
Okay, so total there?
19.
Thank you. So yeah, you just come charging out across there and bury your axe deep into this strange bloated form. One that you've seen prowling around the garden, tormenting the victims here, and also tormenting your Eladrin your Eladrin friends that you know are trapped around the garden as well. Let's see here. That was 19, wasn't it? Okay.
And then with my extra attack.
Bloody, thank you. Sorry, we're on a different page here, so that was the crystals were a bit off there. Thank you, Bloody, for those inspirations.
Oh, by the way, when that
Extra
happens, the ancestral protectors, maybe there's a few more at this point, pop out and start encircling this creature.
Nice. Thank you, Bloody.
And then the extra attack.
Okay.
So if his ghosts are still with him, then he's probably not a ghost.
Ooh, 27 to hit.
That'll definitely hit.
It's another 16 slashing. And 1 fire.
Okay. Nice. Another massive hit, though. And yes, the creature just it's got that horrible kind of marshmallow thing where you cuts it and it just goes open. That's this horrible bloated flesh of this
Gross.
thing. Okay. Thank you. Anything else? All done?
That's it.
All right. Laura, Lustrous.
Laura's gonna run up to the drow that is currently distracted by Zakan and try to hit
Sorry,
with Dawnbringer.
just before she does that,
Oh, no.
you see this vast creature. So I was going to use another of its legendary actions there. Corbin, all that foul, offal and stuff that missed you, it just scoops it up and just greedily shoves it into its mouth. Gets back some hit points from that. Nom 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 nom. Okay, it's regained 7 hit points. Okay. But yes. Sorry, Laura, please continue.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to attack this drow in front of Zakan with
Okay.
Dawnbringer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ignatius, you see across the creature, Elora carrying 2 mysteriously glowing swords.
Ooh,
Double
Very
magic
nice.
sword.
fancy.
Unfortunately, I got a 12.
On the Spore Servant.
Yeah, on
That
the
is
Dawnbringer.
not enough, I'm afraid, as some of the drow's nimble reflexes remain, and it dodges out of the way.
So on my offhand, I'm going to use my Moonblade. That's an 8! Oh, I'm rolling terribly.
Oh no.
Ignatius, you distracted me.
What can I say? Unless it's the killing blow, you're just not interested.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just wait. Let you do all the hard work.
Thank you. Which brings us to Zakan.
Okay. Well, we've got this guy right here, and after recovering from the shock of Ignatius popping up after they had just, sent someone to the afterlife,
Yeah.
they still are standing firm, and they twirl their glaive in a, menacing way as they circle around to the sort of backside of the servant.
Mm-hmm.
And they will swing with the glaive.
Okay. So let me just. I'll take the drow away. That's not there anymore. Gone.
And their mask begins to glow intensely, and their body begins to glow. That's going to be a 15 to hit.
On the drow, Just hits, yeah.
Just hits, okay. Interesting. So let's see. It's a D10.
Okay.
It's 8 damage of
Nice.
slashing. And thanks to Dread Ambusher, we get another attack on the first round here.
Ooh.
Additional weapon attack. That's 21 to hit.
That definitely hits.
So we roll another. That is 9 damage.
9, okay. Tell me what happens as this frail, fungal-infested drow is impaled on your glaive.
Beautiful. So I think, yeah, they're just like in full battle mode, you know, having recovered from the shock.
Yep.
And they're glowing, and it starts to, you know, cover the glaive, and they just sweep it like once across the chest, and then the other one goes like through the neck, and they just cut this thing down and turn towards the rest of them.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, you just spin the glaive, just whistling through the air, cutting the drow spore servant to the ground, and then yes, you turn in place and face the other creatures that have attacked you. Okay.
I suppose we have some movement left.
Yep, you have some
so I
left if
might
you
go,
want,
like just right here.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay,
just moving forward.
thank you. And... let's think, yeah. Indeed. At the end of your turn, Yesterbrod will...
You don't have to do anything.
Yesterbrod will explode another corpse just beside you and Ignatius Zakan. So Ignatius and Zakan, I need a dexterity saving throw, please.
We gotta watch
Is this
the
one that I
grouping.
can
Okay.
see?
Yes.
Ooh, that's a good thing. That's a 19. Wasn't
Nice. Zakan?
It wasn't great, a 13.
That's okay. They're both enough. It's DC 12. So you manage to dodge out of the way again as this acid hisses into the organic matter around you, and the offal just bursts across the ground. And that brings us to the infected myconids as they charge forward. 2 of them are on Ignatius, and 1 on Zakan there, as they slam into you.
They get advantage, by the way.
Yes, they do. Okay, so the 2 against you, Ignatius. First one. 21.
It's
Smack in the back of the head for a total of 7 bludgeoning
okay.
and 6 poison. And then the other one, slam, misses. An 8 and a 9. Awful. Okay. I think they both swung at the same time, and the first one like knocked you forward, and the other one sort of just whiffed across the top. It's just like, ah. Okay. The other one next to you, Zakan, does something a little different. It starts to shake its head, and these strange sickly green spores emerge from it. Can I have a Constitution saving throw, please?
Good. Not the strong suit for this old body. That's which one is that? It's gonna be 8. Big ol' 8.
8 is not enough, and as the spores surround you in a cloud, you are lulled into a stupor by the effects as they slip in under your mask and down into your airways, and you are stunned.
Stunned.
So let me add that to your token there. Little sleepy time. Where is it? There it is. Boop. Okay. Now. Was that in character or real life?
I was in character. Add a little flavor.
Okay. so that happens. And Corbin, your turn. Muted.
Thank you. What is this guy in front of me doing? Not yes to put out the other one.
The drow
attacked me and missed.
Yeah, the drow.
Yes.
Yeah. Tried to attack you with a short sword and missed.
And missed. Okay, cool. I would like to at first cast Halo of Spores in both Yestabrod and the Drow are both within 10 feet of me, so they both have to do a thing now. Hold on.
The 10 foot?
It is a reaction, though, but it says it could be an attack. To deal 1d4 necrotic damage to one creature you can see when it moves into a space within 10 feet of you or starts its turn there. It has to make a con save.
Yeah.
So I would have to pick one.
On the start of their turn.
They're both within 10 feet of me.
Mm-hmm.
But I can also use it as an attack. So whichever one I don't attack at the start of their turn, then they have to make a save anyway.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
So if I'm doing it as an attack, that just means your drow has to make a con saving throw.
So what's the difference there with as an attack? Sorry, excuse me. New abilities.
Yep. 1 second. Able actions. Halo of Spores is a ranged attack. The ranged attack is 10 feet. 1d4 damage. They just have to make a save.
Okay. Now.
Yep, you can use your react. It just says it as it's a reaction everywhere, but it's in my attacks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the Halo Spores, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you release that. You release that as a cloud, and then on their turn they have to make the save.
It's like literally like the same thing they just did. Mm-hmm. I do that.
Okay, cool. So that's just a reaction for you. Mm-hmm. So that happens on their turn. So it's your turn now.
Right, and I have my whip out, and I would like to. That's a reaction. So can I still? I think I took it away. I don't have Shillelagh anymore, so I can't put that on my whip. Still gonna use my whip though, so I'm just gonna attack with that.
Yeah, you have your full turn.
I just can't put Shillelagh on it first.
Shillelagh is a bonus action?
Yes, but I don't. Yes, it is. But I don't have it prepared, so I was like, I didn't prepare it. I took it off, so I can't physically do it.
Gotcha.
So whip attack, kacha. You fudgy biscuit eating little. I rolled a 4.
Oh, bad luck.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, you crack out, but it's right because it's right up in your face. It's just too close, so you can't do it properly, and it dodges out of the way. Okay, any bonus action?
Bonus action. I could use a key point so that I can do an unarmed strike as a bonus action. I think I have to do a key point, but it's in my bonus actions. I never know.
Okay, so actually, I was looking at that Halo of Spores thing. I think you have that Halo of Spores on all the time, and then your reaction is just to choose to do the damage, to direct them.
Like
directed at them.
Yeah, it looks like because when you use your you can use your reaction to deal 1d4 necrotic damage to one creature that you can see when it moves into a space within 10 feet of you, or starts its turn there. If it fails a con saving throw.
So you can just keep doing that.
Yes, it's just there all the time. Yeah. But just once a turn.
Cool.
But wow.
It's like a spore-based opportunity attack, essentially.
Right? Yeah, basically.
Heck yeah.
You're surrounded by invisible necrotic spores that are harmless until you unleash them on a creature nearby.
That is amazing. Yeah, it's like my equivalent of guys, you made me ink. It's just, guys, you made me spore.
Oh.
But for a bonus action, it does say unarmed strike or flurry of blows.
If you hit. Oh, no, you don't have to
hit. If I hit some.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it just says
you
it.
take the attack action.
Punch.
I'm punch it. So do I roll for fury of blows or unarmed
So it's
strike? That's
two
what I need to know.
two unarmed strikes, isn't it? Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's a key point, right?
This one is this is a bonus action. It's not saying I need to do a key point.
No,
I
you have
can
to
do a
use-
key point to make them key infused things. Yeah, we do this almost every time. It gives me like 2 different things.
No, it's right there. Flurry of blows. After you take the attack action, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed attacks. You do have to use the key.
Okay. So I will mark my key point. But the roll to hit was 15.
Nice. Okay, that hits. The Drow Servant, yeah? Or the big guy?
Drow.
Okay. Because it doesn't have to be the same guy, right?
No.
Nice. Okay, so what's the damage on that?
Damage on that is
Punch.
4.
4. Okay, nice. It is on its last legs as you punch a massive chunk of moldy mushroom growth off the side of it.
Right, and then
And the
I
second?
roll. I get yep, and the second one, the shot is 24 to hit.
Nice.
I definitely hit it. Let's hope I do a decent amount of damage. I did max damage. 4 plus 2, 6.
Nice. Okay, still up, but looking terrible. Okay. I mean, more terrible. Look pretty bad already. Okay, now, that is that, and that will be that else. So, Yesterbrod.
Yep.
On its turn... let's see.
So it has to do the con save.
You want to do it on Yesterbrod? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
con
I mean,
save DC 12,
That's
right?
that thing. Yes.
Okay. 15, I'm afraid. So, yeah.
Aww.
They're just like sucking in. They're like, yes, new spores,
no.
for the great cedar.
Give it to me.
Nom, 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 nom,
This is
nom, nom, nom.
I'm starting to think this was a bad idea, guys.
And then it starts to shake and shudder, and little pustules all along its body erupt into a fountain of spores. And I need everyone except Alora. Okay, so Corbin, Ignatius, and Zakan, please make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, cool. I can still do
I don't
this.
have proficiency on. Please.
16.
16.
13.
13. Zakan, sorry.
Oh, it's not bad. 16.
16.
Do 16s and a
Okay.
13.
Nice. Let's
DC 10.
see.
DC
It was DC 12, so you're okay still.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
But that cloud is like a 10-foot radius around the creature and is still there. It's still staying. It's staying
It's
there.
copying me. That's what it's doing.
It'd be real bad if you were stunned and unable to move.
Oh, yeah. Sucks to be whoever that is.
It'd be real bad if you were stuck here next to the pus.
Don't say it like that.
Okay. Yes. So just double checking that the infestation spores. So
I
let
like
me.
that name. I like the name Infestation Spores.
It's okay. Didn't happen. But they are still there. So let me
They are
just.
still
They are still
Didn't
there.
happen yet.
Safe. Oh, right. So yeah, and Elora, you can see that. There's like a cloud of spores around all of them, and all of your friends have disappeared a little bit behind this nasty-looking fungal cloud. That's its turn. The Drow Spore Servant. Let's see here. That one that's still alive next to you, Corbin, is going to attack. And with its short sword. Ooh, 21 will hit. For 7 piercing, Corbin.
Boo. Okay, 7.
Okay, so it cuts into you with its sword as it hisses at you. And...
Oh, yes, temporary hit points.
Indeed. Hey, Charlie, how you doing, mate? Okay, and yeah, cuts into you with that. Then the creature, the large larval creature, is going to use a legendary action. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to do another legendary action, exploding another corpse, which unfortunately, Zakan, you will automatically fail this time because of your stunned state. Ignatius, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Ooh, natural 20. 22.
Nice. Okay, if you got him, let him fly, folks.
Backflip.
I'm afraid, Zakan, you take 8 acid damage as you are showered with this horrible explosion.
Right. I don't want me doing that too much.
Oh, and thank you for being cloudy today, so you actually see my face. So when the sun's like on the curtain behind me, I just like go into darkness. Okay. Nicely done. And Ignatius.
All right. What are these 2 things next to me? Spores?
Myconids.
Myconids.
Yeah,
Okay.
mushroom folk.
All right. Then I will go recklessly against one of them.
Okay, left or upper right?
Left.
Gotcha.
Oh. Yeah, that was a 25 and a 26 to hit.
Nice. That'll
Yeah,
do.
real good.
That is, whoa, okay. 17 points of slashing
Awesome.
and 4 points of fire. Wow.
It has 1 HP left.
Oh, man. All right.
You almost one-shotted it. Okay.
All right. Then
Wow.
I'll go again. Extra second attack. I think I'll turn to the other one.
Okay.
So this first one has the ghosts move to it, encircling it, the one with
The first
1
one?
HP.
Okay.
And then I'll turn toward the other one.
It looks nervous.
There's 26 to hit.
Yep, definitely.
Way less damage. 9 slashing.
Okay.
No, plus 2. That's 11.
Okay.
And 3 fire.
Nice. Still knocked down to its last legs. Look at all these red dots. Okay. Thank you. Any actions left over?
Nope.
Bonuses? Alright. Elora, Illustrious.
So you mentioned earlier there were some Zerkwoods along the edge. Would
Yes,
that be
there are.
anywhere near me?
Just all along that edge to the left of you there, yeah. Where the
Okay.
dynamic lighting finishes.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Go for it, mate. Sorry.
I do have the hammering horns, but yeah, it's a bonus action after I do an attack action. Sorry, it's been a while.
No problem.
Then
Back
I
from
get
the dead.
to try and push it 5 feet back. So I'll slam my horns into, I guess, the one with more HP, the one on the top right.
Gotcha.
Needs to do a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. Gotcha. What's DC?
15.
That is a 7. So 5 feet back.
So 10 feet back.
Oof. Okay, it's just slammed up against the wall there. Bang. Okay. Let's see. Can we see? Yes, we can see. Actually, no. Fuck it. As you can see there, there is a chasm at the edge of the cave there. So you just see Ignatius just slam his horns into the thing and it just like stumbles backwards, looking confused.
Hell yeah.
And teeters momentarily, and it just disappears over the edge.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Let's go. Okay, Elora, please.
Awesome. Okay. So I would like to try and hide in the tree. So kind of nimbly climb up the tree and hide.
Okay, give me a stealth. Give me a what's what I'm looking for? Stealth trick? Yeah, just stealth trick. Yeah,
That's a 26.
that'll do it.
She gone.
One.
Elora, who? Okay.
So from that position, I'm going to try and hit this Myconid that's behind Zakan.
You see the meme. You can see the meme already, guys. Like Elora be shirking her royal duties, like. Shh. Okay.
That was a 10. That was not good, but I'm rolling with advantage. Ooh, okay, natural 20.
Nice.
Hey, natural 20.
Well done.
So that's
One
18
shot.
damage.
This is against the big guy, right?
Oh, I had said, I'll be honest, I said the Myconid there, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I should have said the big god, but
Thank you.
I did
Thank you
say
for your honesty.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
So that was 18 damage.
18 damage, nice. With the that was double, right? Yeah.
Is that with your double?
Yeah, that was double. And then
Okay.
I have sneak attack, which is 10. So it's 28 in total.
Tell me what happens. Just
So
one
Laura
shot at it.
One with the tree and swiftly sends a quick arrow right through the Myconid's head. That's all? I can't
So
do
yes,
anything
okay. Yeah, you know that there's movie scenes where they're kind of like showing the stunned effects, like you've got that kind of ringing in your ears, like from an explosion, and like everything's blurred and shifting and moving strangely. And as you look and you see this massive Myconid just rising up, this huge fungal fist, ready to pummel you into the dirt. You just see familiar feathers sprout from its temple, and it just slumps slowly to its knees and then down to the side as it is destroyed. Nice. But Yesterbrod will leap on that. They serve me even in death. Then there's another explosion of offal and acid. Ignatius and Zakan, once more, I'm afraid. Zakan, you take
Automatic fail.
5 acid damage, Zakan. And a dex save, Ignatius.
Ooh, 13.
Enough. It's a 12. So,
Oh.
you nimbly dodge out of the way. I think just let your momentum from the headbutt just carry you. He's like, but see ya. Okay, there's a splash and a hiss behind you. Speaking of Zakan, I need that Constitution saving throw again, please.
Yeah, let's see how we do.
Unfortunately, because it's from the spores, even though the Myconid's dead, it still has effect over you.
Did we decide that we can use our inspirations post roll, like luck?
Before I've told you the result, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna let this go with that. The inspiration has a 15.
All right. Yes, you shake your head and come out of your stupor, but it is the end of your turn, I'm afraid. But you
Yeah.
focus
Yeah,
on
turn
the
shakily around.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Susan. Yeah, as you shake your head and come out of it and look around you see a lot more dead people than there were a second ago, and you are able to get back into the fight there. Speaking of Myconids, the last one, only one left, is going to go for you, Ignatius.
Okay.
With that advantage. A 9 and a 3.
Oh.
Misses. Okay, that's Corbin. Oh, hang on. One more explosion. You get to make a save this time, Zakan.
Hey, there it goes.
Rip. Episode chat for the eardrums. Okay,
14.
nice. And Ignatius?
Con's dexterous.
I got
Now he's awake.
4 with advantage.
Oh, wow.
With advantage.
But luckily, I got a 4 as well on my 2 little d6 here, so that is only 4 acid damage on you there, Ignatius.
All right.
Ignatius does like that thing when you're at the beach and you just let the wave hit you in the chest. Yeah, bring it.
I needed a good shave.
Corbin. Yeah, it burns away the last remnants of fungal matter on
Yeah.
your body. Okay, Corbin, how about it?
Okay. Wait, come here, Matt. So the big guy's still up.
Yep.
Everybody's taking a few shots at him.
The other 2 servants look very bad.
See if this has a 10 feet.
Welcome in, everyone. 10 feet. Okay. Hope everyone's had a good
Yep.
day.
I would like to cast acid spray.
Ooh, okay.
Acid with acid.
Yeah, fire with fire. That's
Right?
the
Is and it really is. It's just like they. It's almost like they watched him do it, and then they just start coughing, and then their mask flares up with those butterfly wings.
Yes, the bro looks at you confusedly. He's like, "Aren't you on our side?" It's like, "I've got all the same weapons.
Wait a
It's
second.
all
Force,
the-
acid,
I'm very confused.
All checks
but
out. What's going on?
Instantaneous. Is the instantaneous spell? They have to make a con save.
A spell. Okay.
It's a cantrip.
Which one's that? Sorry.
Poison spray. It doesn't
Poison.
have me roll for anything. It just says con 12.
Nice.
Yep, you extend the hand. Yep, the creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 poison damage.
All right.
And it's 2d12 because I'm on level 5 now.
All right. So, you're doing this towards Yesterbrod?
Mm-hmm.
Con save?
This is so they did. Yes.
Okay. Boom. 8.
Yes! Oh, sorry. I guess I shouldn't. Wait, no, fuck that. I mean, well, look, 2d12.
That was a journey.
Very excited, but now I'm sad because it was only a 5.
Every little helps. Okay, so
I'm
yeah,
never
a hiss and a
using D&D
sizzle.
on dice again. I say it every game, and I still do.
It does. It's like, no, do not fight it. Join us. Join her. And it will scoop up some of the surrounding matter and revive itself a little bit with a D8. Ugh. It gets 4 HP back. I haven't heard this Avernus Rocks for some time. It's nice to have it back. We finished our descent into Avernus a while ago. Okay, so it is the creature's turn. It is going to... Let's have a quick look here. Unfortunately, I used that, and I've used... Okay, it is going to... Yeah, it's just going to slam into you, Ignatius, after you destroyed its servant and sent it off the edge there.
Okay.
13?
With advantage?
Yep.
No. I have 15.
Roll 20 does not like me today. Okay, so yeah, it tries to slam. Well, it does slam into you, but yeah, you just kind of like smack it with your axe and block the attack. Okay, nice. The Drow
Good to have him back.
Spore servant indeed is going to go for you, Corbin, with that short sword. 17 hits, and that is 5 piercing.
Bye-bye, temporary.
As you're distracted by focusing your magic on Yesterbrod, you feel this short sword nick into your side.
Boy.
And we're going to have another little explosion. So Ignatius and Zakan, if you give me that dex save again. You know the drill.
21.
Ah! Big dexterous cow.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the damage. That's a 8.
Okay. And that is 7 acid. As another of these poor unfortunate corpses, unrecognizable almost amongst all the fungus and mushrooms and organic material below you, just erupts and explodes by your feet there. And that's the end of that turn. And Ignatius, that brings us back to you.
All right, I'll turn on
Barbarian friend.
turn on Yesterbrod and keep going reckless.
Okie doke.
First one is 21 to hit.
Hits.
As those spiritual guardians shift back over, circling it.
Make your mind up, young one.
It is 10 points of slashing and 1 fire.
All right.
And then second attack is 24 to hit.
Nice.
Oh, these are bad rolls. Okay, another same 10 slashing and 3 fire.
All right. So yeah, 2 massive cuts again as you cut into this massive larval kind of creature that is writhing and twisting on the ground, surrounded by its enemies, but it just wants to embrace you and share Zugtamoy's love with you all. It is bloodied. Okay. Oh, Hans loves D&D. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. We are down here in the Underdark, in a Myconid grove that has been corrupted by... Oh, there's a drow. Hey, drow now. We have drow spore servants. There are no drow as such here. But welcome in, raiders. Thank you, thank you. Yes, welcome to the Underdark. Welcome back to the Underdark. Thank you, Hans. Good to see you again. Thank you for the raid. I hope you had a fantastic session. Let's give you a quick shout out there. Welcome everyone, Dranow, Zadale, Zelda Elf, sorry, I say there. Hans loves D&D. Oop. I hope you had a great session, everybody, and welcome in, welcome in. If you're not already, do give us a follow, and you can head on over to our followers Discord. And everyone, yes, do check out Hans loves D&D if you are not already. Welcome, welcome. Oh, thank you, Dranow. Yes, we are here in the Underdark, but we have other adventures going on all over the place. Coming up soon, actually, we have our Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign starting as well. Okay, welcome in, everybody. Drown, I'll have a look at for your Twitch Whispers later. I'll send you the Discord invites there. And if you have any projects as well, do share them. Yeah, let us know what's going on. I'd love to see everything that's going on here. D&D comic, isn't it? Yes, the character art is amazing. Let me give you that there as well. Out of the Abyss art. Boom. There they are. There's their Instagram. Give them a look. Fantastic stuff. All right. Now, that said, Ignatius Poppyzerilis, the Barbarian Minotaur, has cut viciously into this huge larval creature that is embracing you and trying to assimilate you into the fungal embrace of Zugtamoy. And you... Okay. Oh, no. Oh, congratulations, Hans. That's an adventure all in itself. One I've taken 4 times. So, I was about to say so far. Let's not say so far. 4 times. Complete. No more, please. But yes, congratulations. Hey, newbie goddess. Good to see you. Right, it's just lonely and it wants a hug, Ignatius. Stop being so violent. Okay.
This is how I show affection.
Okay. So that brings us to the ghost off in the Zirkwood towering mushroom trees.
Oh no,
Elora Illustris.
She could be gone.
Avoiding the large cloud of spores over there, I think Elora's gonna continue to leap into another tree too high.
Okay, give me that stealth check.
That's a 12.
A 12. Okay, and you're attacking
The Vestablog.
Yestabrot. Okay. I'm afraid their passive perception is 12. They see you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try and hit them anyway.
Noted.
With my longbow.
No advantage.
No advantage. But I got a 17.
17 hits.
Don't need advantage.
No sneak attack though, unfortunately.
Try and afraid so.
That's a 10.
A 10.
But since we're engaged, wouldn't it be a sneak attack though?
Yeah. This is engaged with allies. Do.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
Thank
all
you,
fighting
D&D
that-
comic.
that
Thank you for the
big
follow. Welcome.
So 10 plus 7, 17.
17. Okay, this horrible larval creature is on its last nubs.
Last numbers.
Legs. It doesn't have legs. Its last fold of flesh. Okay, so the horrible thing is writhing and hissing and squelching at you all, and again, I'm afraid Ignatius and Zakarn, we do need that explosion damage dodge there. Dexterity saving throw, please, as a corpse in the fungal mound at your feet explodes and erupts with offal and acid.
That's 23.
23, and Ignatius?
17.
17. Okay,
23.
Okay, you got used. You know the score here. You're like, you've learnt the pattern in the video game. You see it coming, and you dodge out of the way as there's an explosion of guts and mushrooms at your feet, which brings us to Zakan.
So I feel like with that 23 dodge there, the way they move out of the way is like just that smooth, like water kind of thing. Like it's not a big flashy thing. They just sidestep it, and they're walking towards the middle of this whole group. And that golden glow, which had been faltering, it starts to get more and more intense. And they say to the party, "You may want to close your eyes." And they slam their Zerkwood staff into the ground and cast Radiance of the Dawn.
Wow.
So, any creatures that are hostile within 30 feet must make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. DC?
14.
The Drow Spore Servant. Come on, in the name of Drow now. Let them pass. Natural 20! I'm going to put that on you, Drow, now. That's all about you.
Drow power.
Thank you for your support. Okay, so they are okay. Yesterbrod gets 17.
Alright.
And the Myconid 7. So the Myconid fails.
Alright, so the Myconid's taking full damage, the other two are taking half.
Okay.
And the full damage is 15 points of Radiant,
Okay.
and half will be, what is that, 7 or 8?
7, yeah.
7.
Okay. So you just slam your... And this is radiant damage, right?
Radiant damage.
Come on, give us the full rundown here. How does this look?
So I think like the glow is getting more and more intense, and they speak. Their language shifts into Celestial as they call out to Elistrai to banish these messengers of Zerkzimwe. And it just erupts from their body and through the staff into these golden waves.
Okay. So yeah, as you call on the beneficent drow goddess Elistrai, the radiant energy just erupts, illuminating the side of the cavern with a bright shine, and the Myconid, the Drow Spore Servant, and Yesterbrod scream and hiss and howl as the radiant energy burns and shrivels and blackens their surface, and all three of them are consumed by your radiant fury.
And as the light touches the allies, like it has this sort of just warm feeling, like it, at first, because Zakan, when they have their out of control, waves of light, those do hurt friends and foe alike. So there might be like a flinch, but these ones are just warm and do not hurt.
Okay, yes, Ignatius definitely has bad memories of friendly fire. Okay. So yes, Drow now, do not despair. This is in the name of a Drow goddess, nonetheless. Elistrai's radiant magic spills across, and Elora, even you off in the way, you kind of like hide behind the trunk of the Zerkwood as this light just fills the whole space, and as it dies down, then everyone can look again. It is quiet, and the enemies are gone and defeated. Now, as you catch your breath and you're left just with the strange hissing, undulating cries and moans of all the various creatures trapped here, as Ignatius once was, Elora emerges out from the Zerkwoods. Let me just check one thing here. Yeah, Elora, did you immediately just go over there from after that creature died?
Yeah, after the battle, I think Laura wants to run over and see what's happening with Ignatius.
Okay. Constitution saving throw, please, as you run into that cloud of spores. Hey, Mary, how you doing? Good to see you.
That's a 2.
Ooh. I'm glad it wasn't wasted then.
Yeah.
Mary Tamagotchi, we are in Neverlight Grove, a Myconid colony that has been infected with the corrupted spores of Zugtamoy, the demon lord of decay and pestilence. And they have just fought the emissary of this demon that has invited them to a wedding reception. But they don't look like they want to join. Okay, let me just quickly check what happens to the flesh and blood creature in the cloud that is Elora. Sorry, that's how it puts
Almost
it.
went unharmed in this battle.
That's how it puts it.
Almost.
Now you see what it's like down in the trenches, ghosting around the edges like you are there all the time. Okay, let's see here. So yeah, you run over there. You're like, Ignatius, and you're nimbly skipping across the distance between you, and then suddenly you just find your airways and eyes burning, and you're coughing and spluttering as these spores, infect you, and we. Okay, yes, I don't think anything happens immediately.
Ominous.
Right, the music is not helping. Thank you, Silence Faith.
It's still not a nice place. I need to quickly find.
Safe to say that like the rest of us are getting out of there, and as soon as Alora starts coughing, we usher her out of there as well. Like we're all getting out of this.
Right?
We're not just standing around in the spore
We're
pile.
just like breathing it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Nice.
None of us are that
need
dumb.
some water? You okay, Alora? You all right, buddy?
I wasn't thinking. I just wanted to see if everyone was safe and what happened to you, Ignatius.
We're all quite
I
surprised.
came here for my people. I had a hot tip. Came here as fast as I could, but you see, they're here somewhere. But I got trapped, apparently.
Yes, Ignatius, you, on arriving here in Neverlight Grove, heard of people matching the description of Eladrin, who were told to have arrived here and had accepted the Sovereign Philo's invitation to visit the Garden of Welcome as a way of gaining the favor to be told the knowledge of where to head next on their journey. And they had apparently left. You were told that they had left the Neverlight Grove after that. But you, again, reading the situation here and talking to some of the other Myconids that were unaffected by the madness, thought something was amiss, and you wanted to check it out for yourself. So you snuck into the Garden of Welcome here, where you were attacked with those spores that just that stun you, and you're taken out of action. And the next thing you were aware of was being trapped and unable to move in this mound of fungal infestation. But then, as you saw your friends arrive and they were about to suffer the same fate, that's when you gathered the strength to erupt and emerge from that prison of yours. Now, Elora, I need you to roll me a D100, please.
Okay.
12. Thank you.
Low's good, right?
We don't know yet.
Okay, I'm going to send you something. And a little message here.
I was about to say we lost a con to the void.
Okay, there we go. Sorry, my computer's struggling to do everything at the moment. Give me a moment. Samantha, there she is. Okay. Please. We were talking about RPing stuff and things. Sink your teeth into that.
Sure. And what have you been up to? I'm sorry I had to depart without telling you, but I had an opportunity and I didn't want to lose it. It was either then or never.
Poof! You just went poof, and you missed a lot. There's been a lot that's going on. The whole time it's like Corbin kind of gives you like the rough draft, like catch up. You're trying to like figure out why nobody else is concerned that they're like mushrooms slightly growing out from their skin.
What's that about? Exactly.
What? What? What's what about?
Never mind. It's nothing. I just kind of like when you can't, when you can't like avoid looking at somebody with like a large pimple or something.
Just straight, just the mole scene from Austin Powers. Mushroom, mushroom, mushroom.
Yeah, the mole. Yeah. And what of Webster and the cat?
Oh no, they're with the others. I apparently was part of a merging and technically part Myconid now. Webster's doing okay, but almost got killed by a ghost, and it made me very sad. So they're on a time out.
Understandable.
Also, we fought a lot of ghosts. I almost caught one, and then Zakan got in the way.
You almost died, is what you mean.
Is this the ghost with the
No.
finger? The ring?
Oh no. But we did find the ring.
Indeed.
Allura starts to walk away from the group and is like dashing towards the trees. I see.
Allura?
I see the creatures we saw in the tomb. Specters, they're here. They're following me.
Wait, what?
Nice.
She's going towards the trees to go look for them.
No. Corbin's going to go catch you. Get back here. I am faster than you, Allura.
They're stalking me. They're here to find me. Take
No.
back my sword. I can't let them have it. This is mine.
Just put the sword away. Like they're not touching you, but they're very much so like trying to herd you back to the other. Put the sword down. There's nobody there? Question mark. And then they're gonna like look.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception. There it is. Yes, 19.
Okay.
15 plus 4.
Alora's kind of in a terrified, like, look in her eyes, just gesturing towards the opposite side of the little cavern here, and there's nothing there. Shadows, yes, but only natural ones.
Okay. Laura, there's nothing there.
Maybe it's something only I can see. Maybe they're only here to attack me because I have the sword. Maybe they can only see because I have the sword.
Maybe you just walked inside of a mushroom spore cloud and now you're seeing things.
No, that can't be true. That can't be true.
Do you hear music?
No, I don't hear music.
But Corbin, you do.
You said, but Corbin. No!
Echoes.
So they say that, and they're like, you don't. What do you mean you don't? No, you're supposed to hear music. You're supposed to hear the music.
Echoes spill from the misty cavern beyond where you stand, a cacophony of wheezing voices that rap together like some kind of discordant music. The remaining heads planted in the Garden of Welcome begin to croak and groan, joining the horrible song. Through the mist that shrouds the smaller cavern, you see the parade of creatures responsible for the melody. Their bodies...
Into the forest.
You're going to slip back towards the trees? That's fine.
Yeah,
Their bodies...
I want us all to get into the trees.
That's fine, yeah. So you start moving as they're approaching. The bodies are only vaguely humanoid, with clusters of luminescent lichen and tumescent growths forming chaotic patterns on their decaying flesh. Their voices stabbing into your minds, both insane and gleeful in equal parts. From rocky beds the toadstool rose, from chaos dark her love she shows. Wish, yearn, laugh, the lady will be wed. Crave, hunger, dance, her joyous spores will spread. Youth is gone, beauty rots. Oraimicus and Zugtamoy joined together, heart to heart, becoming one till death do part. Hail, hail, hail! To Time Lord's wife, but that's a different thing. So this parade of 6 massive fungal creatures with only the vague suggestion of a face in the center, escorted by smaller creatures, more delicate and graceful. The parade makes its way from the far cavern towards you. And let me show you. Here they are.
Oh boy.
Yes. 6 massive creatures with 12 of these smaller ones flanking them in a procession that comes out of that distant cavern with its massive mushroom looming and glowering down on everything. Now, are you hiding or are you just standing off to the side? That wasn't addressed to you, they were just, that's what they're chanting as they're moving.
Yeah, I think hiding and observing, right? Like, Alora's not fully with us, so
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm at half HP.
Laura's still
Like,
heading
we're,
to this tree.
we're just into the trees.
Anyways. The smaller ones, they're clearly organic and plant-like creatures with only vaguely humanoid forms. The smaller ones' frail bodies are covered with clusters of luminescent lichen and crusty tumescent growths. The larger ones, again plant-like in nature, are vaguely bipedal shapes of blue mold, with the vaguest hint of a face nested deep inside a mossy cowl that is over the top. As they lumber along into the space there, are you just staying out? Are you actually going to try and like mechanically hide?
Like where? We could here.
I mean, off in the Zerkwoods on the side, right?
On the
Yeah,
side
I mean-
that we're on, right? That's what this patch is, yeah?
Yeah, like probably in the direction Alora was already heading, since
Yeah.
the two of them were ahead of me and Ignatius. But yeah, I think
Okay.
we're getting in there to mechanically hide, I would say.
Okay. One of the figures trapped in the mushrooms, a newbie goddess, enticed here by the sovereign Philo, apparently waves and smiles as it passes by.
What?
I'm quoting chat. Sorry.
Oh, jeez.
Without context, it could be strange. I understand. Okay. Yes. They start tossing out bead necklaces. No. Okay. You give me a group stealth check, please, if you wish to do so.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Ooh.
Very respectable for a barbarian.
Yeah.
Right.
Nat 20.
24.
For a total of, Sakan?
22.
Nice. Elora, Corbin?
24.
Nice.
10.
Oh, the dexterous monk. That's right. Clearly,
He's trying to wrangle Alora.
yeah, worried about Elora. Exactly.
Right.
That was my thought. Still an average of 19, so you're pretty sure that they do not see you, and they just process forward. And as they do, some of those smaller ones move to the burnt, still slightly smoking form of the larval Yesterbrod, and they hoist it up and put it upright in like this mockery of life. And as I'm not going to fuss with all the tokens, if you'll excuse me, but as they spill into the space here, one of the larger ones and one of the smaller ones stand in front of where Yostabrod is being propped up, and the others just kind of fan in around them and stand in an arch, in an arc behind them there, as it looks like some kind of ceremony is about to take place. And let me see here. It strikes you just like some just bizarre, disturbing mockery of a wedding ceremony. And the creatures supporting Yesterbrod's body are saying words in language you do not understand. And this ceremony is going on here. Are you just going to stay in and observe? Stay
I
hidden
think
where you are?
we're like kind of watching to see if, shit's gonna go bad. I would say,
Yeah.
Like if Corbin's dealing with Alora, then probably Zakan is just watching the ceremony.
Okay.
And I will say that,
Yeah.
speaking of bead necklaces, they hold that bead of red pearls that's around their neck,
Yes.
and they will chuck one of those bad boys in there if they attempt to, I don't know, summon something, or
Okay.
if they sense something happening.
Notice. You
Yeah.
continue to watch as this strange ceremony unfolds and continues before your very eyes. And then it starts to waver and disappear. Not just Elora, all of you. This tableau of this mock wedding is replaced by a vision of the inside of a great tower. Spiraling stairs and balconies are carved into its walls, and the interior is lit with phosphorescent patches of mold growing in whorls on the surfaces. In the center of the open space floats a humanoid figure, woman-like in form, but made entirely of fungi and mold. She's easily 3 times the height of the fungal bridesmaids that move up and down the spiraling stairs, tending to their giant mistress. They croon a strange, soothing song as they weave the substance of the giant figure into delicate lichen veils and a long mycelium train like a bridal gown. And as the chanting dies down, so do the visions starts to fade and disappear. The various fungal forms finished with their rehearsal turn and slowly process back towards the giant mushroom. The giant, towering mushroom.
I'm gonna get a bit away, because I've sort of been wrangling, kind of talking with Laura. When they get far enough away where we're pretty sure they wouldn't be able to overhear us whispering, I'm kind of gonna look at the others and go, are we going in there?
It seems that something, I assume that foul creature of the abyss is soon to be summoned. Is Alora with us?
Laura, do you understand that there's nothing chasing you right now?
Alora is still clutching her sword and just watching everything, watching the trees. Her eyes are just constantly moving. I'm still here.
That's it, actually. After witnessing that ceremony and the vision of a demon lord, for that was Zunktamoy herself, here in the Underdark, the second demon lord that you have seen unleashed from the Abyss. I need everyone to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Wah, wah.
That's a 3.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
This is the second
darling,
time Laura's
no.
been paralyzed in fear by a demon.
It's a thing. I mean, to be fair, demon.
18.
18. Ignatius.
D&D Beyond loves me today. I got a natural 20 for 21.
Oof, okay.
Yo.
And sorry, Corbin, how'd you go?
8. Seriously, I'm not using these dice no more.
Welcome. That's your first madness point.
Ah!
You're the only one without one. Elora
Yo,
Elora
I'm doing
joins
so
Zakan
well.
in the heady heights of 2. We shall address that later on.
Sure.
But as you come out of this vision, and Corbin, as you're saying that to your friends, Elora looks even more shaken by, I think it must have been just the susceptibility of having those spores already in your system and seeing the futility, seeing the gigantic might of this demon and being completely aware that they're just over there. He's like so close, the proximity just weighing heavily on you. You've got like a 1,000-yard stare. There you go, right way around. As the implications of everything you just witnessed are just heavily weighing on you, and your desire to get everyone out of here safely. Ignatius, you came into this garden for a reason. The procession has left. Sorry, I'm going to leave the tokens there, but they have returned back towards the inner chamber. So you are free to come out of hiding there if you wish.
Sure. Well, I came here for a very specific reason. If this is the only chance I have, I need to find my people and leave. I start looking around again on the ground.
Are you
As ever,
serious?
I cannot allow the Abyss to arise in the Underdark. Even if it is me alone, I will stop this.
Whoa, wait. Are you guys talking about not going into the same direction right now? And Corbin, who's been very happy-go-lucky the entirety of the time they have been down here, like finally kind of looks like they've clicked and gone, well, no.
Yes. Now, Corbin, you know that the unaffected myconids, the ones that have not been infected with the spores of Zunktamoy, need to be warned. They need to be given the chance to escape this before it overtakes the entire colony.
Mm. Mm. Okay. We have to go back. We have to go back to find the tall dude and tell him so that he can tell the others whatever wedding is happening here. Welcome garden is not welcome. Death garden. We have to let them know.
And Ignatius, with what you've just seen, if you're to get your comrades back, if you're to get your friends back to the Feywild, it needs to be now. It needs to be before this takes effect any stronger.
Yeah, I start looking. I'm rummaging through them. Like, I'm pretty much ignoring. Just like,
Is anyone helping
wish-
Ignatius?
I could help, but I need to do this now.
What
I will
are
help you
you
look.
doing?
Look for some funky looking elves.
Funky looking
If we
elves.
find them, can we leave?
I must get them back. They're not safe here.
Fine. Nothing is safe here. Did you not just see the parade of...
Corbin, you and Alora go back to the village. Warn them. They do need to be leaving, as well as our party. Ignatius and I will see if we can usher his comrades to the Feywilds. Then we will join you.
Will Ignatius have your back if something happens, or will he be too busy looking for heads in the ground?
It is my duty to guide those who are lost down here to where they need to go. It is of no matter what happens to me.
I'm just
Corbin,
going to
these
look
are
at
your
Aurora.
people now.
Corbin, you had the inkling. You just said Webster to wrap his ass up and drag him out of there if you need to.
It's just like... they kind of look towards Alora and go,
Gift wrap this motherfucker.
I'm going to run back to them. I know if anything, I could probably get there and back faster than most of you. Do you want to come with me, or are you going to stay here and help them?
Lord, I'm coming with you. Let's go.
Yeah, you can see strange shapes, like through the mists that your friends can't see. There are shifting forms dancing, twirling around the massive mushroom, and you know that demon is inside.
It's not safe here. We have to go. We have to move.
Mm-hmm.
Things are following us.
Fine. Yeah, Corbin is going to kind of like take Alora's hand, like their non-dominant hand that's holding the sword, and like start to run with them, and like pulling them behind. If they keep talking about something following them and something catching them or seeing them, they are going to, I think this will cover both of us, I believe, Veil of Dusk as we go forward.
Awesome. Yeah,
which adds +1 bonus to our armor class, and stealth checks are with advantage for the duration of the spell, which is
Fantastic.
10 minutes.
Okay. Are you going back via the southern terrace, or are you just going straight out the nearest way? Excuse me.
Because didn't we climb down from this thing right over here?
You arrived through the south end there. I mean, you could climb there. That would, you know that beyond the Zerkwoods there at the edge there is where the sovereigns are, and the animated Zerkwoods.
Like we specifically need to get to. So how high is the climb before I do the thing I'm thinking?
Good question. Sorry, 2 seconds.
I'm trying to remember.
Please hold.
It was 40 feet, but I'm not sure.
Doesn't say really. Going on what we were doing before, it would be about 15 feet.
15.
It's not huge.
Not huge.
Oh no, hang on.
Should...
Hang on. I'm looking at the other terraces. There's like one. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 15 feet. I had it right. Excuse me.
If it's 15 feet, and I know we have. Excuse me. I know we have like ropes and everything that we could. Don't we? Do we still have the rope that we used to climb down?
Yeah.
Did we take that with us?
No, you have your gear. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, the two of you disappear off between the Zerkwoods there.
Yeah, we're gonna disappear off.
Ignatius and Zakan, please give me an investigation check.
And I will give guidance to Ignatius.
Ooh, okay,
Extra
so
1d4.
D4 in there, yep.
May you find what you are looking for.
Oh. So 14 plus 1, 15.
15, okay, Zakan.
You said investigation.
Yes.
That's a big old 5.
Okay, I think your eyes keep drifting back to the further cavern and just wondering what lurks beyond those mists and within that gigantic mushroom. And but Ignatius, you are successful, and Max, you find 6 Eladrin. Not too far gone either. They are still. They have been infected, and they will need to take a long period to revive and get back to themselves properly. But you do find 6 of your comrades here, and how many were you taken with?
About 20, but most of them are dead at this point.
Yes. Yeah, you've already discovered a couple of them, and there are actually a number of more. Let's see. There are 3 more as well, but they seem to have been completely overrun by the fungus and the infections. But you save, and with Zakan's help, drag them out of the fungal prison that they are trapped in, and help them shake off. Some of them are unable to walk, but you assist them. Sure. And with Zakan's help, steer them towards the edge of the Garden of Welcome.
I would like to know, and tell me if this would be a roll of some kind, or I'm happy to burn a spell slot for that primeval awareness. That demon lord Zerktoy, like, it is fully summoned and physically present here in that giant mushroom. Like, there's no stopping it. It's here.
Does seem to be, yes.
And so Zakan can probably assume that there's nothing to be done in a similar way to the whatchamacallit.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. And thank you, Jelicize, for that. Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah, just when you set that off, there's just a massive saturation of evil here.
It's too late.
And yes, sorry, please.
Just that it's too late. Like the Demogorgon, it's too late. It was too late.
It's already here.
It is. We must get your friends out of here, and then we'll see if we can get everyone else who's still here out.
Ignatius, in your talks with the Micronid Sovereign before you came looking for your friends, your ideas and the ideas of your comrades here were well-founded. The Sovereign did indeed tell you of a particular circle of mushrooms in the upper terraces where creatures come and go.
I think I know how to take them out of here. It'll be a long journey, and I may have some other obligations back in the Feywild. Where did that damned cat go anyway?
What about the cat?
Never mind. Anyway, if I can, I'll try to come back and help in any way possible. Until then, I must get them back to safety.
I understand. You're responsible for them.
If you can, please tell the others, and also tell Jim Jar he still owes me 5 silver.
I'll be sure to do so.
Thank you.
Be well.
You too. Stay alive until I can return.
Here, they take one of their stones out of their pocket and cast the light cantrip and place it into Ignatius's hand. A light to guide the way.
With that, he just turns around. You see him with his comrades walking up to the upper terraces, and maybe a couple ghosts trailing behind them.
And as you do, you see several Myconid adults of the uninfected group of Myconids here standing guard around where the Fey Crossing is, as occasionally a rather mischievous or a dangerous thing will also spill through. And it's something they would keep a constant eye on. And they address you in your mind as you approach. Are you sure? It is unstable of late. Does not connect to a constant location as it once did.
Well, it's either die here, die somewhere else, or get back home, so not much choice.
They nod. Very well. Sovereign Basidia wishes you well.
Tell her I appreciate it.
They shall be told. And you and your Eladrin comrades step past the Myconids. And beyond them you see a ring of various mushrooms glowing faintly in a rainbow of hues. And the center of the circle is obscured with mist, much like the far cavern, but without the sense of dread that emanates from that distant tower. And Zakan, as you watch Ignatius and the Eladrin step through, and you look down as a black cat dashes between your legs, following after them. And also disappears into the mists.
It's like the glowy eye arrow.
Ignatius, you wander briefly through the mists and emerge in another forest. Not towering mushrooms here, but twisting branches, trees draped with moss. Bioluminescence, yes, but less dim here, more vivid. As the colors of the Feywild are in your eyes once more. And your Eladrin comrades are congratulating each other, and you are home. Somewhere in the Feywild. Wondering, as always on these journeys, how much time has passed since you were last here, as it does not flow the same as on the material plane. And as you're pondering that, there's and the sensation of a cat rubbing against your leg affectionately as it prances past. And as it does so, it grows and stretches up onto two legs, its black fur becoming a black robe and a cowl, over which, hiding the face, but still protruding from the front of the cowl, is a long, hooked nose. As a hag turns. I'd hoped you'd find a way back. A way for me to get back as well. I am returned. And now the hourglass coven is whole once more. Safe journeys, my friend, but I'd get far away from here. Prismia is ours. And she just into a black mist that snakes off amongst the trees and disappears. Everyone, do join us Thursday evenings or Friday mornings, depending where you are in the world, from the start of December, as we will be playing The Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
If I may, as a stinger, Zakhan, staring after the distance where Ignatius disappeared, they reach down and very slowly take a couple of beads off of that necklace, and they look out towards the tower and they say, "I have to buy us some time."
Why do all of my friends want me to punch them?
Corbin.
Novel by Corbin. Novel by Corbin.
Corbin, Alora, you descend from the upper tiers down to the court, the massive animated Zerkwood shifting out of your way as you approach the mound, where you see the two sovereigns with their Machinid guards. Philo turns, and in your minds again you hear that strangely exuberant voice. "Ah, welcome back. I trust you saw the wonders and gazed upon the joyous future that lies in store for all of us." Bastidia glowers behind them and looks meaningfully at you both and walks away from the mound between the Zerkwoods and off towards their loyal circles. What do you do?
Ooh. Corbin is so tired of all of this. They're so tired. They kind of
Became a
look at
Machinid yesterday.
Right, and I'm already tired. Does the one who's sane sort of look like when they came forward? Was it in sort of a moving out of the way kind of way?
They walked off like markedly as if they wanted you to follow and talk to them, away from Philo.
They just, I assume we're still when they came in running, they were still kind of holding Alora's hand.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of look back at them and they're like, fine, we will talk. But as they move away from them all happy, they just kind of lean over and whisper and be like, "I want you to understand that no matter what we talk about when I come back into this room, I'm the only one that's coming out of this room. That guy is not coming out of this room."
What do you mean?
I mean, they're not good for this place. They obviously have already succumbed to what we witnessed. So they're already gone, in my opinion. I'm just making their physical form match their mental state.
And as Corbin, you and Alora move through the Zerkwoods and off after Bastidia, he is waiting just beyond the circle of giant tree-like mushrooms and turns. "Are your colleagues, your circle, are they okay? What did you see?
They are
What lies beyond the terrace?"
a giant mushroom full of humongous larval people that are trying to bring down a horrible goddess of rot so they can eat all of you.
And you, Elora, what did you see?
There are shadows following us as well. The shadows everywhere. Trees.
Don't ask Alora right now. They're very tired. They
I'm not
walked into
tired.
a thing. Sure you're not tired? Hallucinating?
I see. It is worse than we thought. We... And you see, he hangs his head in a weary kind of fashion. We are unable to stay here. I shall gather the circles who are unaffected. We must leave this place, as must you. Gather your circle, your friends.
You can't just leave. We have to stop them. You can't just leave this place.
We must leave, or be similarly infected. We would not
What do we do with what's already been infected?
Move on. Warn others. Where you head next is up to you. We can accompany you as best we can, but we must find a different place. And maybe, if this is all dealt with, one day we can return to Neverlight Grove. But for now, this is a blighted place, and we must go.
Where are the unaffected circles?
I shall gather them. You gather yours. And he leads you off in the direction of the Explorer's Circle that you were there before, and the Hunter's Circle.
Mm-hmm.
Zakan, what you doing?
Oh, cool. Yeah, sorry, before I didn't know if we were wrapping up or not, but they're going to move through the Zerk Woods and through the mist so that they can get eyes on this giant mushroom tower and see how much time they might have.
Okay. Let's see here.
So they're going to stealthily and quietly make their way there, although, quickly, I suppose.
Yeah. As you move through the mists, the cavern around the giant mushroom is huge, but the mushroom itself nearly fills it from floor to ceiling. And you find yourself with no clear reference to judge the sheer size of this thing. Thousands of smaller fungi cling to the main stalk, which itself splits into several lesser stalks, each long enough and with a cap big enough to be the top of a great tower. The cavern floor surrounding the stalk is covered by a carpet of fungi. An eerie luminescence pours through slitted windows carved into the trunk, with the same cacophony of atonal music you heard earlier echoing within. A stench of rot and decay wraps around you, seemingly threatening to penetrate your flesh and pervade your soul. And we shall stop there. A massive thank you to everyone that has come by today. Thank you for all hanging out in chats. Hans Loves D&D, thank you so much for the raid, and welcome in everyone. Thank you for the follows. Check out your Twitch Whispers. I'll be giving you an invitation to our followers Discord, where you can hang out and chat D&D and share your projects and everything that's going on, and hear about what's going on over here a little bit before it gets released into the wider world. And speaking of releasing into the wider world, thank you, F1FH4. I'm not going to try and pronounce it any other way. Thank you, Gelatize. Thank you, Chaotic. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. And thank you, everyone. Newbie Goddess, thank you for enjoying the parade. I'm not gonna lie, I did have the electrical lights parade music in the back of my head. All these mushrooms going back to... And as I said, yes, speaking of releasing into the wide world, as Ignatius and his Eladrin friends disappear off into the Feywild, so too does our good friend CarniSideShow. For a brief while, but we hope to see you back on the channel somewhere, somehow, very soon. And you know that we'll be swinging on by your direction as much as we can. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Yes, unfortunately. Work, commitments being what they are, as we are in the middle of the day over here on the opposite side of the world to many of you, are unfortunately taking Chris away from us. But Ignatius successfully rescued his Eladrin friends. And will hopefully escape from Prismere. We'll have to hopefully have you maybe have you do a little quick cameo in While Before the Witchlight before you disappear.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
But thank you everyone. Thank you Drownow and everyone for coming through. It was lovely to have all you raiders here. Something I do with Candlekeep Mysteries, which I do want to do with the other channels and other shows as well. Everyone, just quickly, just as we finish up here, what did you enjoy, and or what are you looking forward to as we move on here through the Underdark? Elora?
It's a small thing, but something that comes to mind was Zakan's description of the radiant light and like the Zergwood staff going into the ground and like
so
the waves of gold. That was very good imagery for me, so thank you.
No, it was great. Yes. Ignatius?
As always, I love Corbin just going in headstrong and maybe threatening a whole room of mushrooms. Walking out of here alone.
Gonna John Wick the crap out of us.
I rewatched the first one this week. And I did use a scene from John Wick 3 when I was playing Baldur's Gate in Baldur's Gate a while ago. Okay, excellent. And Corbin, your good self.
Are we just saying something that we enjoyed for this session, or just
Something,
like
yeah,
entirely?
something you enjoyed, or something you're looking forward to as another option as well.
I don't know. I think it's obvious if I say the thing that I'm looking forward to the most as we go to the new thing is more lovely beasties to bond and or tame.
Yes,
and hopefully soon the possible like growth arc of Marshmallow. I think that's what I'm gonna name today.
Marshmallow.
Oh, okay.
It's just it's Marshmallow.
Kevin doesn't toast himself. Okay, and
Great Toasty. His name is Toasty.
yes, for those of us who've joined us newly today with the raid, Corbin is in possession of a red dragon egg.
He's gonna be so adorable.
Is that?
And
You
I'm
can
just
use
saying,
a dragon right about now.
at what point of the adventure is it safe to unleash a dragon wormling on the Underdark? Okay. And
when there's time for it to imprint on Daddy and then put Daddy in danger, so he can protect me.
and Zakan, what did you enjoy? What are you looking forward to?
I always like a good surprise cameo, so I was really happy to have Ignatius back for the battle. And,
I got excited.
Yeah, the whole group together was really fun, and it felt very dramatic with everyone. Yeah, all their skills
much
in
so.
combat. Yeah.
Indeed. Yes, and yet, Chris, we're going to miss you. But thank you for joining us, and it's been a pleasure. And it's not the last time. Yes, we shall see you again very soon, somewhere, somehow. But a massive thank you to these lovely players and to all of you in chat as well. Thank you so much. Do stick around to get yourself some of those Dream Pie channel points as we head on raiding somewhere off into Twitch as a whole, lost in the dark tunnels and caverns of Twitch. And as we go on to the ending screen, we'll be heading off on a raid somewhere. Let's carry on that love and see what's going on elsewhere. And you can jump back here and join us again very soon on Thursday, if that is tomorrow for you, or later on today, if it is already Thursday for you. We will be continuing our new campaign, the Homebrew Ravenloft, Barovia and Barond, carrying on from the aftermath of our Curse of Strahd campaign. And we shall be joining our friends as we continue to play through our sponsored 1 shot, 2 shots, 3 shots, we shall see how it goes, from the incredible Arcane Library. Do join us for your chance Oh, thank you, Adventure Archive. We are just wrapping up, but do stick with us as we are going to carry on that raid, love, and head on somewhere else. Join us later on for the chance to win this adventure from the Arcane Library, and you can play it for yourselves. A fabulous, fabulous thing we started for Halloween and are going to continue later. Welcome, everybody. Thank you. Joining the Adventure Archive, everyone, give them a follow. I hope you had a fantastic session, everybody. Let me quickly do a shout out here. Boom. I hope you had a great time. We're all done here in the Underdark, but we are going to continue on somewhere else. So do stick around with us and grab some of those channel points for yourselves. I'm afraid so, the sculpting tune. Yep, we are going to carry on, but we shall see everyone very soon. As I said, we are back in Ravenloft later today, and then tomorrow we have our second session of our other new campaign. We do like to follow the rule of 3 here with our Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign coming as well soon, as we are carrying on Chasenta's Tyranny from the fabulous CZRPG. Another giveaway on that one as well. Give yourself a chance to win something from the multiple best-selling DM's Guild author CZRPG, as our friends continue through the ancient Greek kind of world of Chasenta, trying to rise up against the tyrannical rule that is oppressing everyone there. Our second session there, and the joining of a 4th player, the new character that has not been revealed yet, will be joining us tomorrow. Then on Saturday, we'll be over on Quest Junkies UK to continue the Rodanian Chronicles. Fabulous thing. You see me as a player, a Bearfolk, a wild magic barbarian. Do come and see me playing with our good friends over there. And that will bring us all the way around till next Tuesday, when we are back in Icewind Dale for Rime of the Frost Maiden. And then back here in the Underdark. A massive thank you to everyone. Thank you so much. It's lovely to have you all here. If you are not already, do give us a follow so you can catch us next time and get a invite over to our followers Discord. Boop. And we shall see you hopefully there very, very soon. And let us also catch up with our good friends here. Chris, what you got going on, mate?
Well,
thank you.
Over on CarniSideShow, we are taking a little bit of a break, but we will be playing a one-shot for charity on the Dungeon Scrawlers channel this Saturday.
Awesome.
Super early in the States, so if you're there, maybe not, but if you're in the UK or Australia, we will be there doing the crazy one-shot. And our Ravenloft campaign is also moving into the Feywild.
Oh, really? Cool.
Next week. So we'll see how that goes.
Excellent.
Oh, sorry, I should mention, for Sylvie's sake, or she'll get mad, that she is also having another D&D pajama party this Saturday with the one and only High Rollers. Somebody from there, a special guest.
Wow.
Kim. So that should be fun.
Fabulous. Yeah. That's going to be amazing. Okay, well, I hope that goes very, very well. It's always a good time. Okay, Corbin, you got something happening this weekend?
Friday, tomorrow. No, tomorrow is not Friday. Tomorrow is Thursday. What are days? Friday, I will be back on Valdep's channel, coming back at you with our monster. No, that's Masks. With my voodoo baby Tanis.
Voodoo baby.
It's Parents' Day. I think we had to kind of stop it right before they got to it. But their villain father is being put on furlough for Parents' Day. This is gonna be so much fun.
Excellent.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, have yourselves a fantastic time with that. Okay, let me get this raid lined up here. Let us head over to the wonderful Pull Dances. Very, very lovely role players over there, and hope you enjoy that. Do stick around, grab yourself some of those dream pies, channel points, and again, a massive thank you to everyone for joining us today. Thank you all so much, and we shall see you all again very, very soon. But until then, if you've got them, let those phoenixes fly. And, as we like to say around these parts, matinee. Thank you. Bye.